Okay, bro's got his mat fucking signed. That's sick.
Signed by the dub voice actor Takado.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He was in Melbourne last July?
Yeah.
Last June, July, yeah.
And you went and found his house and you said, "Give me sign my thing."
Sign my playmat.
Sign my playmat. They're like, "Who the hell are you?" And you're like, "I know who you are. Who I am is irrelevant."
It'll come down like a half a year later, I don't know.
Sick. No, but that's awesome actually, because like, it just like shows that you and like and Sean are like big fans of Gallant generally. So it behooves me to, unfortunately, put a deck profile of a Gallant up on my channel. No, I don't actually. I don't mind. It's fun. I think at this point, like the hate quotation marks hating on Gallant is just a bit for me anyway. I actually don't really mind it.
I actually didn't know that until I was watching like the actual like
the stream.
The stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a joke to me at this point because I think it riles some people up because oh yeah, you
fair enough. I mean, fair enough. It's like Gallant's just being average.
Yeah, like there's
how many metas.
Yeah, there's no reason to dislike it other than like it's not good, but up until now. So it's just funny. But yeah, all right, Thinh, my boy, give me your 4th place Gallantmon X deck profile. It's what the fans have been waiting for. It's what the people have been waiting for.
I will say, ain't no Sean's deck list. Oh, okay, it kind of is, but all right, let's start with the eggs. EX2 Gigimon's draw is draw.
Yeah, we want draw. We want draw in our stack deck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yippee!
Yippee! And then we got the rookie lineup, which is 3 EX2 Gilmons.
Yep.
It's Search.
Ooh, we're already starting off strong with the what's the word for it? With a few alt arts as well.
Yeah, maybe. It might be a bit blinged. This is not the
not the level.
This is not the version
like
I brought
had.
to Nats because I did not want this to get stolen.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that's a really good point.
Sean was like, "Oh hey, here's my full blinged out deck."
Here's like $5,000 worth of alts.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
So.
Next is the one-off starter deck Gilmon. It's a spicy tech just because of like the off chance of like, if you do get the warp, it is like a surprise comeback that your opponent doesn't see coming. But that being said, didn't see it in my matches whatsoever.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. One-off Rush Gilmon. It's Rush Gilmon.
He be zooming. He be zooming.
It's like haha, the rush for game.
Yeah.
And then we got the signed Gilmon, the BT17 Gilmon 2 of. It's mostly you more see the inheritable more than the ability. The ability never comes up.
Yeah.
Like.
And the inheritable is like it's like gain a memory if you delete something, right?
No. So it's like if
of a different one.
You're thinking of the what's coming up right next.
Yeah.
But basically, if your mem counter is on 0 on your opponent's side, any DP deletion on that Digimon stack is boosted by 2,000.
Yeah, for sure.
So you know, the off chance that it happens, it's nice, but
yeah. But that's sick. That's sick that you've got the signed one. Did you have to buy that or did you pull it?
I had a friend from locals. He bought like the last 4 boxes from a case.
Yep.
And I helped him pull like all his from the last box, and I pulled it for him. And like, so I bought it.
Damn it.
I bought it, and I'm like, I'm still mad.
Yeah. Do you mind
I
me
do
asking?
have a box topper one.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know where it went, so I'm just using the pre-release one as a placeholder.
True, for sure.
I'm still mad.
Did do you mind me asking how much like you paid for it as well, or like is that a secret for the tomes?
It was like around 250 to 300.
Well, that's actually not that bad.
We agreed on a price. Because like the price was still iffy. I know people were like charging like ridiculous amount when it first came out, but like it instantly dropped.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, 250 to 300. We couldn't remember the price.
Yeah, surely it's gone a fair bit up since then, like since with the Gallant X win. But like,
oh, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about a specific card because I saw like a certain like card that jumped up crazy on the TCG
sick.
player.
Sick.
We got 4 copies of Gallantmon X Antibody.
Yeah.
It's probably the best rookie.
Yeah,
by
for
far.
For sure.
Not just because, hey, it's the BT9 Argu and Garbus just for Gallantmon, but it's the Inherit is really good. It's probably the best Inherit out of like all the rookies.
Yeah.
Searching is always nice. All right, so that's the rookie lineup. Is the level 4s. So I'm running 3 BT12 Groundmons.
This is the one that like drops out the Tamer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it has DP boost on your turn for the Gallant stack,
yeah,
which
is
sure. Like it's kind of important in most situations.
Yeah.
Which is very nice.
Cool.
And this is where we get to the my spicy tech.
Okay.
EX3 Groundmon.
Sick. Okay.
So, if anyone who's played EX3, you know, like a lot of cards had erratas. This was one of them.
Yeah.
So, the errata version is when digivolving, instead of like the original print that was like
on deletion. Yeah.
So that was wrong. So, this was more the case of like this filled in like the role of like BT17 and EX4 Blackwall Growl.
Yeah. Because
it had the delete one of your opponent's 3k delete a Digimon with 3k DP or less. Or if you don't do that, mill 2 cards from both deck. So it like filled the niche of like both of those. The Inherit is pretty funny because if you're able to scramble with an empty board, and you promote, and you have this as an Inherit, you can just swing, kill your rookie that you played because of scramble, and you have an extra check.
You got 3 checks.
It's very funny when you get it off.
Yeah, it's 3 checks if you include like the what do you call it? The Sec +1 from the War Growl X and
pretty much.
And trashing as well. Yeah, like it just seems super aggressive. I guess too, like it's kind of cool that you are able to digivolve into a 4 that is able to pop like a 5k 5k even 6 if you
just a 5k because this is like a little weaker than the BT17 version. Yeah. But it filled the niche of like being taking EX4 Blackwall Growl and BT17 Groundmon.
Yeah.
Then this was more like a show-on to tech that I really appreciated.
Yeah.
Because I did this show up in practice was one of starter deck Groundmon. Just inherit game 1 memory and it's a full cost.
Yeah, true. Have you played much against Sean?
I haven't played much against him. I've only played against him twice.
Yeah.
Once was in locals just a week before nationals.
Yeah.
But I still got some input because it was like because it was basically the Gallantmon and the Gallantmon mains being like, oh hey, you're a Gallantmon main.
Yeah.
And he was I'm gonna say this. Sean was very helpful giving me like a lot of input and insight into like his
list
into some general structure, his deck building.
Yeah, okay.
To a degree.
Yeah, for sure.
He was still keeping his own secrets, but like
I mean, I guess that's like part of it, right? Like you gotta win, but also you do have to like bring up your fellow man in a sense. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and the second time was actually at semifinals where he whooped my ass because I fumbled. I'm just gonna say I did fumble a lot in the semifinal. I'm not gonna be ashamed of it. I am a little ashamed. I take it. Yeah, but I'm so happy that because let's face it, it was either because the semifinal was legit Gallantmon versus Gallantmon.
Yeah.
Gallantmon was gonna get into top 2 either way.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
For the Gallantmon players.
Anyways, continue on the last 3 level 4s is Groundmon X Antibody.
Yep.
Very good card. Just
get that early aggression. I mean, I didn't get a chance to see you be able to do it, but seeing Sean do a play where he went into that, swung it, or he thought about playing a Tamer and then instead just decided to swing, play the rookie out because it died, play the Tamer immediate or off of the level 4 growl. I was like, damn, okay, this deck has plays now. Let's go.
Yeah, it's not good in the mirror because it's like your opponent will just benefit from it. But it's like, oh hey, you left a rookie out.
Yeah.
Gallant just was like, that's a free memory right there.
Yeah, it just wants to pop things and shit. That's
I learned that the hard way. But it's good. Gain a memory. Just play a Gallantmon back from trash is great. And that was another reason why I'm playing this Gallantmon. It was just because like this can't go on top of it. If I were to play the black Gallantmon, it's like no.
Yeah, for sure, I get you.
Well, that's my level 4 lineup. Dude. Now into my level 5s. Yeah, well, BT12 Wargrowl. It's probably the best one.
Oh yeah, I think that definitely got shown by like both you and Sean over the weekend. It's like it's crazy. Yeah. Just the inheritable is
yeah, the inheritable is crazy. The windage evolving, if there's something small, it's nice. But if you don't blow something up, you can go into the BT17 Gallantmon for 2 cost.
Yeah,
which is kind of insane.
Kind of nice. Kind of nice.
Yeah, the one thing some people tend to forget, level 5, is Wargroundmon X Antibody. I'm running 3 copies.
Yep.
A shame this is not the foiled, but whatever.
Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks. I'll find one later.
Yeah.
This is probably this is the key card, especially against the Mirage matchup.
Yeah.
Just not getting bounced is like so nice.
Makes a huge
and I love how people are like, ban this card.
Really?
Like,
already?
But yeah.
That's crazy.
It's already getting the BT9. Is it BT9? No, BT7 Doru Grey.
Yeah, I
treatment.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it has like +1 generically on the body. Get rid of it, please. But it's like, it is a little more than that. It's kind of nice. We're at a state of the game where like protections are pretty necessary, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely not.
Crazy.
Definitely not. And it only has like 1 form of protection. Like well, like Doru Grey had like 2.
Yeah, DP and
DP and deletion. DP and deletion.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why people would call for a ban on a card that, what's the word for it? Counters, in a way, bouncing, considering that, like, everybody fucking hates playing against bouncing cards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Weird.
I'm just saying, it's like, no.
Yeah.
Well, what are you guys talking about? Bouncing is probably, like, up there as, like, the better, like, removal.
Yeah. No, it's by far one of the best. But yeah. Cool. Wargrowl X. Crazy good card.
Yeah, and yeah, like I said, like one thing that people tend to forget is like the Wargroundmon inherit specifically says if this Digimon is Groundmon or Gallantmon in name. So there are times I swing with the Wargrowl X and just gain 2 memory.
Okay, damn, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially when you don't have like the Tamer and you're like, all right, I just need to do like 1 like chip and then go into Gallant X.
Yeah, exactly.
To restand and pass turn potentially.
Well,
like that's a way. That's a game plan right there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the level 5s. Next into we get into essentially the boss monsters.
Was that 7 level 5s too?
Yes, that was 7.
Do you feel like there's any chance you would like go up to 8, or is that just too many?
So I initially was so initially it was like 7 level 5s initially when I was testing, and then it went to 8. But as like I actually practiced against like the purple hybrid matchups and all of that.
Yeah.
The biggest problem was like, okay, this was important. So like over time, like I had like 2 copies of the BT12 and 2 copies of the EX3. And then
like the black Wargrowl, right?
The Wargrowl that's like mill 3.
Yeah.
And if Evo has like 5 in trash, play a Takata or Gallantmon. From your trash or hand.
I think most people like started playing with that because it's like we've been using that card for so long as like an engine for other shenanigans, but it's like you could just run the 4 of that War Growl and just get away with it because it's such a good card.
Yeah, it's just like the problem is like the game is like so fast at this point where like if you were to do that, it's like you're basically passing turn and you're exposing your stack to essentially die at that point.
Okay.
And like another factor is we're also in a pretty purple heavy meta with purple hybrids and like
you don't want
great
to be
demon lords just being a thing. So the fact that we're just milling for them is like, oh well, like definitely helping their game plan just by doing that.
Yeah, legit. Especially
that was another factor.
Or like Take, you know, you don't want to be milling out their Kazuchi for them.
Mm-hmm. It was at 8, but I swapped like the one EX3 Growlmon to my last copy of offense training. That definitely helped out like during practice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sick. Alright, give me them level 6s, lad.
The level 6s, we got 3 BT17 Gallantmon.
Yep.
It's great. Like I know Sean is running 2 in his list, but I just like the fact that like as long as I can see this guy while I'm at it, because it grants blocker and DP boost and it's probably in terms of like doing early chips while it's still your turn, it's probably the best Gallant because if I hit into an option card, it's not affecting this Gallant.
Yeah, exactly. But it does affect like Gallant X, for example, right?
Yes, because Gallant X specifically says immune to Digimon effects.
Yep. Cool.
So, yeah. And then we have the one of BT13, another rush body, and it is the best counter to like Gallant X in the mirror.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Is that just because it's like you play it for whatever cost you'd like to, and then
it's just the effect he has. It's like
and then you just pop like a 13 or higher.
Pretty much, and
yeah, okay, cool.
Most Gallant X's are bigger than that.
Yeah, okay, for sure.
So, and also it was great against like the one Demon Lord's matchup I had where he just tried to ruin mode me. I'm like, okay, Gallantmon for free. We're at that game state now.
Yeah, here's the boy. Ba, 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 ba.
All right, and now for the actual big boss.
The lad.
Gallantmon X antibody.
So you're telling me you're rocking around with what you had? So you said okay. So here's the crazy part to me. I just realized you said you had an entirely separate from this deck list that you took to the champs because you didn't want to get this stolen. Did you have any like Gallant alts in there, or just obviously not the SP? Did you run any of the Gallant X alts?
No, it was like a base rarity. The only exception was the eggs because I was like I can't be bothered.
Like sourcing out the eggs as well.
Sourcing out the eggs, yeah. No, legit. Even like the Gallantmon X's were like base rarity. I only had one copy of the base rarity. I actually had to ask a friend to borrow his other 2.
Based. That's hilarious. Sick, man. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool to see you get the 2-star as well.
Yeah. Fun fact. Got this from Marcus.
Let's go. That's sick.
Yeah. Cool. Gallantmon X, it's what Gallantmon needed to be relevant. And what Groundmon, but like, yeah, these 2 cards.
Yes.
Is what Gallantmon needed.
Yeah, I mean, it gave you the protection, it gave you the aggression, it has given you the, there was one other thing that I really like about this card that really pushed it into the meta, but yeah, it's given you what you need, exactly, for Gallant, which is sick.
Yeah, pretty much. And I remember when this card was first announced, and one of my friends was like, "This is more broken than Magnamon X Antibody." I'm like, "No, it's not. This is much more fair.
It's pretty strong.
It's a much more fair version.
Yeah.
It's strong, but it's fair.
I love
ways to get rid of it.
Yeah. I love everybody has their own biases. We can't help it. All right, show me the next one.
All right, and now we go to the level 7. 2 copies of Crimson mode.
God damn, dog.
Red.
Yeah,
just red. A red. This was the card I was alluding to that like the TCG player price has hiked up.
Oh really?
It is currently 85 USD right now for the regular alt.
Be normal! Be normal for 1 second. It was at like, last I checked it was at like $50 when there was nobody playing the deck and like nothing, like it was not relevant whatsoever. And I was like, cool. You know, Gallant players are getting a bit fleeced again. I feel sorry for them. I understand that like Gallant card gets printed. It's time to make them pay $30 more than they should. But god damn, dude, 85 US is crazy work.
Yeah. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but we Gallant players are gonna take that as a dub.
It is technically a dub, except for making people pay more money to become Gallant players.
yeah, well,
that's fine.
Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks. That's what I'm saying. Them's the breaks, and the SP.
Yes. I don't want to talk how much I spent on it. I basically bought someone else's half a case of EX7 for them.
Damn, son, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yep.
Gallant players being fleeced again.
Pretty much.
But that's fair.
Oh my god.
It looks nice. It looks sick. The red is just like a perfect color for it.
For sure.
Well, yeah, awesome, man.
I love the art as well.
The Crimson Mode is like such a good card too, like specifically for the deck when you can just be like, I will pay the 6 cost and Blitz to kill you.
It's actually 4 cost on Gallantmon.
Oh, true. No, that's right. Again, not a Gallant player, so like I'm like, yeah, it is a 6 cost Digimon, and there is nothing else to it.
But that's my Digimon lineup.
Cool.
Now we go into the option cards. A playset of offense training.
Yep. The standard, lad. Yeah, there's not much to say about training. Say your other searches, right?
Pretty much.
They look nice.
1 copy of Red Memory Boost.
Yep.
It's just more searching, which I was struggling like with early iterations of the deck, and Red Memory Boost was nice early on.
Yeah, for sure.
2 copies of Red Scramble.
Yeah.
I mean, Red Scramble. The Scramble cards are just staples at this point.
They're so good. And also, again, I gotta apologize on stream. I was just dumb as shit. I forgot the first half of that effect where it's like, if your opponent doesn't have a Digimon, you may not even trigger this. And I'm like, why isn't he doing it? Why? Don't worry. I chat was on you like on frame 1. Yeah, literally.
You guys were saying that.
Yeah, I heard that afterwards, and I was like, oh, I'm just oh well, whatever. Yeah. I haven't got an encyclopedic knowledge of every card text, unfortunately. We'll get there.
That's all good. We'll get there. Scrambles are gonna be around for the Digimon meta.
Yeah, exactly. They're just that good.
Yeah. And then my last 2 option cards are the BT9 X antibodies.
Yeah.
Just because it is better. It is a better like. I'm torn because like Protoform is really nice as like a form of like protection, quote unquote protection, or just recovery, right?
Yeah.
But like the old X antibody synergizes a lot better with like Gallant's like playstyle.
Yeah, especially to
like, swinging.
Yeah, especially to when you're able to like trigger it in your like in your blitz. You know, you can just be like, I have to pass the turn, digivolving into my level 5. Just kidding. Swing, digivolve, yada yada.
Pretty much.
It's pretty cool. I think that was the correct option across both lists.
Yeah, I know. Sean's list added a Protoform.
Yeah.
Because like it is like I said, it's really nice if you have the Protoform, it is like a clutch like recovery with it.
And it just recycles itself, which is nice.
Pretty much, yeah.
But yeah, just finding space in a deck like this is just incredibly difficult.
Yeah. Well, this is like the major difference between Sean and I's like deck list.
Yeah.
Is he found space via cutting his Tamer lineup. So my Tamer lineup is a playset of EX2 Takados. Blitz is really important.
Yep.
And I have 1 copy of the BT12 memory setter Takado.
Okay.
Only reason so initially, like, my initial like run was like 3 copies of Blitz, 2 copies of the BT17 Takado,
Yeah.
and 1 Memo Setter.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
just because like the BT17 one is really good for like the end of turn biomerge.
Yeah, I mean, I just think like, yeah, I can see why people are cutting it. It's a card that is like super combo heavy, quotation marks, in terms of like it needs a lot of setup to get to it. So like,
yeah,
is it necessary? I suppose is the best way that I have to best thing I have to say about that.
A lot of like pre-nats testing was like 3 copies of this, and then like eventually 1 copy of the Mem Setter and 1 copy of the BT17.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my games, like I always had the BT17 as in my hand, so I'm just like, all right, I'll just pass turn with that.
Yeah,
I'll gain a memory to start my next turn.
Okay.
But like I always wish that it was like the Blitz Staccato, so I was like, you know what?
4,
yeah, bump it up to 4, and even though this is not the best Staccato, it is a Mem Setter.
But cool.
Yeah.
So that's the list, brother. That's awesome. Did you want to just quickly go over like your top 16 matches, how you felt about those really quickly?
My top 16, like it's interesting because like each of like my games were pretty one-sided.
Yeah, okay.
In one way, shape, or form. They're pretty similar in the terms of the, like, unfortunately my opponent just heavily bricked.
Yeah.
And I just took advantage of it. Oh, I either took advantage of it or like I just established my Gallantmon on the one turn where they can't really do much against it.
Yeah.
Especially like against in my first round where it's like I went to Walker X and then into Gallantmon X, and it's like and my opponent's Mirage is like, what can he do? He can't bounce it.
It's just like he has to sit here and watch as you make the Gallant X in the next turn, sort of shit, right?
Well, it's like they can't interact with the Gallantmon X and have to hope that like I fumble and try to do an ace play, which
just didn't have to.
Like, that's the thing. It's like, okay, I'll be like, all right, I'll manipulate the memory counter to 0,
and
just be like, all right, time to just swing and not care about what ace plays you do because I'm just immune.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I guess like on the other games, like the one that was streamed against you and Ari, just not seeing anything like that you needed to, and just seeing as you're like flicking through your hand and it's just all Tamers. Man, you hate to see it.
Yeah, no, that was rough. Like, I think you were commentating on it. Like, you saw like how like game 2, I wanted to keep that hand because that was a good hand. It was a really good hand, but the fact that it was missing a rookie against Purple Hybrid was like
main reason you decided just to drop it. Hey, it's like if specifically against like that style of Purple Hybrid, if you're off turn for half a turn, say like it's your first turn and you go you end your turn, go and like scramble into and you find the rookie, they've like already hit 3 or 4 security by that time.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
no, that's fair.
It's rough. And the fact that like I did see rookies and I'm like, okay, I have 2 EX2 Gilmons. All right, pull 1 in the back, play 1 to search. Okay, I got a level 6. Maybe I can find like the mid range of the stack in like the next turn. No.
Unfought.
Yeah, and like the fact that like I could have promoted that rookie because I drew into like the Gilmon X. I'm like, I was like, I wanted to promote and like, you know, go into it so I could search more.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that that was my only rookie, and I
Last
don't want
thing-
to risk that.
Yeah, exactly that, right? Last thing you want to do is like put the rookie out there, because I had the same problem with my deck, is just because it's so stack heavy. You're like, if I lose my rookie and I don't find another, I'm just so fucked beyond relief. It's not funny.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And the fact that Ari was just like, okay, I'm gonna do the Dusk Velga, and he milled like just rookies afterwards. I'm like, wow, I was not gonna see a level 4 anytime soon.
Yeah, my bad, dog. My fault. I didn't know it was gonna go like that.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. But no, congratulations nonetheless, Thinh, on getting 4th. It's still crazy work to get 4th out of 256 players. So congratulations for that.
I am still in awe that I managed to get into Top Cut 2 times in a row now.
Sick.
Yeah.
But yeah. Is there any final thoughts you wanted to say before you went?
Not really. I'm just like, I'm just more thankful to like everyone who like actually. I don't know if they're just being sarcastic or not, but like I'm so thankful that like everyone who actually like believed that I would make top cut again. Like
you've done it what, like 3 times now, like pretty significantly.
No, just 2.
2 times, okay. Because I remember the last time was Omni, but I wasn't sure if there was another one.
Well, that was regionals. That was more regional. I'm talking about like nationals.
Oh, specifically for nationals. Oh, okay.
Specifically for nationals, because I made top cut last year.
Yep.
At nationals, and that was like, I don't know how that happened, and like, you know, like just leading up to nationals, everyone was like, oh, Thin's got this. You'll make a top cut again. I'm just like. A lot of pressure you guys are putting on me. I hope you guys are joking.
You're like, oh yeah, you guys are being sarcastic, right? It's like, no. It's like, oh, okay, my bad. No, that's cool. No, that's good. That's cool that it just sounds like you have a supportive like community. So that's awesome.
Shout out to everyone like from locals, like all the locals I go to. Like shout out.
For sure,
like,
man.
Thanks for actually believing in me.
That's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll say goodbye then. Thank you for the deck profile. I'll catch you in the next top 16 or top 8. Whether or not it's on Gallantmon again, I'd be curious to see. I guess you're gonna be playing a fair bit of it into the new format, right?
Maybe. Who knows? Because there's a certain game called Monster Hunter Wilds that's coming out.
Oh no! Oh no! All right, I gotta close this. I gotta close this now. The recording is over.
Alright.
No, you're good, bro. But awesome, man. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I'm glad you did well. I'm gonna be rooting for you in the future too, then.
No, thank you for asking to do deck profiles. Like, no, that's cool.
I just always want to represent my players, my lads. But yeah. All right, I'm saying one more goodbye. Thank you again, Tin, and I'll catch you later.
All right, see ya.
Bye.